It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Suns in Phoenix. And guys, for the Suns, this is a season I'm sure they're anxious to put behind them, and it probably can't end soon enough. As of now, they have the worst record in the NBA. Closing out the season now, Kenny, a topic that's always under debate. How important is momentum heading into the playoffs?
Well, younger teams, it helps their confidence. And veteran teams, sometimes they can just turn it on when it matters.
This is what I call basketball math. Some clubs choose health over momentum, but all other things being equal, momentum matters. It's like E equals MC squared.
That's what I was
almost
like,
exactly like that.
Yeah, right. And the Pythagorean theory.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So A equals C.
No, A is greater than C.
C is greater than A.
That might be true.
I didn't think there was going to be math. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Everyone is in their seat here in the arena as the Suns look to grab a hometown win in Phoenix. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. This game is part of the travel schedule for New Orleans. A dismal season right now, only 2 teams below them in the Western Conference.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Any win is important, especially when it's against a team in your conference. You know they want to win this one badly.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or a player's feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty in sports. But is there any room for nuance? The league's a business and a competition, and in any competition, there are winners and losers. Guys?
Great stuff, David. Thank you. And Steve, tonight, a lot of players who are very, very explosive. It could basically be one long highlight reel tonight.
It is. We have some guys that you get a chance to jump out of your seat and scream. When you see guys getting dunks, the quickness off the dribble, I mean, I'm impressed, Kevin, to watch the athleticism to go along with the skill set.
So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. Down low, it's Randall and Davis. And it's Williams at the small forward position.
DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And the second free throw, good.
So much hype around Ayton. Has that rare combination of NBA-ready body, productivity, and upside.
Davis with the bucket.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Ayton.
This is what AD is actually trying to do. Bake the defense, draw fouls, and he's thinking, get himself to the line.
And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
The first one falls.
What I love about AD, he doesn't just have a well-rounded game. He's elite at both ends of the floor.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down. And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Well, obviously, this was the strategy coming in. Feed him the rock and let him go to work.
Here's Oubre following the basket by Anthony Davis. Williams comes with the double team. Oubre kicks to Johnson. 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Stolen by Holiday. Williams trying to break free, and Jackson with the block.
And Jackson is an impressive defender, using his huge wingspan to turn away shots.
Oubre can't get it to go.
And the defense daring him to shoot that. Good plan right there.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
And here's Booker from the arc. Randall grabs the board. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Quick, athletic, explosive. Holiday will leave you in the dust.
Poke loose. Ayton dishes to Johnson. Down low. And he overshot that one, missing. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena. And it's good, 2 points. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Talk about scoring the basketball. Legit player. Holiday got paid because he can play.
Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. It's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Oubre can't get it to go. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 10-2 run here. That's good from Davis on the assist from Randall. 8 points for Anthony Davis.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 9. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
And it's Davis with the jam.
It's a thing of beauty watching an athlete that graceful, but that powerful.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Lakers.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
Randall with the bucket.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there's nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Let's take a peek at the league's assist leaders. Third, Drew Holiday.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the inside, Jackson. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And now it's a double-digit lead.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
And Jackson can definitely rise and be free. Got to keep him out of the paint, or you're just asking for trouble.
1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Ayton with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Heat in Miami. And Davis, here we go. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Right wing, Ayton wide open. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
He gets it in there.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
Now here's Booker. 20 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
Phoenix with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
No good that time, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Their last meeting was in New Orleans, where they were unable to fight off the Pelicans.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Really a game to forget, all because they spent most of it hacking away.
The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
One shot, find the lanes.
Here's Booker. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Puts it up from 17, and that one hits back iron.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Johnson kicks to Oubre. No good from Booker.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And there it is for him. Peyton's got his first points of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Johnson. Coming off a solid outing against Miami. Jackson. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the North.
Oh, yes. Entertaining fans and embarrassing opponents. AD showing us what it's all about.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Timeout called the Suns. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And sometimes in that hostile environment, it is hard to stay true to who you are. But give them credit, they did, especially on offense.
Well, they came in with a strong game plan, made adjustments when they needed to, and kept the crowd out of their heads.
But hey, put me on some. 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 Yeah, we really got pay. California on my license plate. Last year they ain't even like the bay. Had to get it on my own. I could really get it if I'm home. You can even get it on the phone. You ain't even know. I'll be with you. I ain't gon' stop it, no. For the home, but
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Look at New Orleans. It's been a rough season for them. The good news is the lottery is only a couple months away. And, of course, the Suns. They're looking to salvage what they can of the season.
And I think for New Orleans, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
All the talk around them now is already about what's going to take place in the offseason. Who's going to go? Who's going to stay? I'd be surprised if they don't have a much different look next year.
Suns trail by 20. And now Davis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And that one, good. Davis has got 20 points.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Here's Holiday, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
This is a tough kid. Holiday's fought through injuries. He's a physical player and a fearless player as well.
And Drew Holiday, Steve, is such a huge factor on the defensive end whenever he's on the floor.
You know, it's been a focus for him to step his game up on that end of the floor. He moves his feet so well that guys can't just blow by him. Numerically, the way he discourages shots at the rim, it's like having a defensive center on the floor.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
Every day, Holiday can be relied upon to bring focus, energy, toughness, and he's a terrific competitor.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. That misses, so he splits the free throws. A lot of statistics to try to devour. The plus-minus statistics are some that really stand out for fans and players. How useful you think a tool that is?
You know, I love it, Kevin, because then you get a chance to see the guys who, you know, the stats we look at is rebounds, points, assists, and blocks and steals. There are some guys that make an impact without having those numbers, and it goes by what the score is, and that plus-minus help those guys who I would say not as skillful as some of the guys as far as putting up stats that way, but you can see the team plays better when this guy is on the floor, no matter how many points he scores.
Did you pay attention to the plus-minus?
Kevin, I'm so old, they didn't have plus-minus.
I didn't mean to embarrass you there, Steve. I am so sorry.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
And it falls over the rim and in. Davis has got 24 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Pass to Holmes. Bridges, no one around him. Drills it from outside. Bridges has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Holiday, here we go. And that one, good.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Bridges shot, good.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Here's Holiday. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Down low, here's Bridges. Good on the bucket. Bridges has got 7 points. New Orleans leading by 21. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Okafor is checked in for Davis. Darius Miller comes in for Julius Randle. Johnson, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Ian Clark subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Got a hand on it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Ayton lays it up off the glass. He's got 15.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Shots good by Miller.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And it's the Suns with the ball. The Pelicans make their last shot. Hits it from three-point range. 10 points for Mikal Bridges.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Here's Johnson. A beautiful reverse layup.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
Suns trail by 20. The pass to Holmes. Fires for 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Bridges. Goes up again. And it's Ayton missing.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
Yeah, tremendous hustle just to get a hand on that one.
Reads the play, quick reaction, almost comes up with that steal.
Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Phoenix. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Clark. The shot from the low post is good. Clark's got his first points of the game.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
2 points. That one goes.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Holmes, 14 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there. Holmes got his second basket of the game.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Here's Clark. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
And so it's New Orleans, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this. Josh Jackson, the fourth pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vamonos. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Fun to watch. They give you no time to set up on defense, and we see that reflected in the score.
They've got Ayton. Bridges out there with Holmes, and it's Daniels in at the two-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. We're always talking, Steve, about versatility. I guess the ultimate example would be guys who can go to either hand equally well.
Yeah, you have those guys. Kyrie Irving stands out for me. Mike Conley being able to finish with both hands. Then there's some bigs around the basket, DeMarcus Cousins and Anthony Davis. John Wall is pretty good. He finishes a lot of times with dunks. So there's a lot of guys that understand that it's great to have that offhand and you can go to it.
Passes it to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. Inside, Okafor with the steal. Here's Miller. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. From deep, more. Offensive rebound. Again, the Pelicans score.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
And it's Okafor missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Okobo gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Daniels, no good. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And here's Moore outside. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. The tray. Pelicans with the rebound. And here's Moore outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now Daniels, a 14-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami. The rebound by Johnson. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor, over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. No good from Clark.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's his first foul. New Orleans making a switch here. Williams has checked in. And Igor Kokoshkov wants a timeout here.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Some changes for Phoenix. Kelly Oubre comes in for Bridges, and it's Johnson in for Daniels. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. No good from Booker.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Took him no time at all on that one. Williams has got his second bucket tonight. Here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Kicks it to Oubre. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feet.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda. It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014, one of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
The pass to Oubre. 4 on the clock. The teardrop falls in. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
And Tyler Johnson, a 6'4" combo guard. Greg, talk about how he straddles that gap.
Yeah, I mean, a shooter with athleticism. I mean, the lefty's still developing that right hand, but improving as a playmaker and game management right before our eyes.
Here's Clark, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
A nice shot by Booker.
This is why you like to get him touches. He makes things happen.
And it's Moore penetrating, banked in off the glass. Moore's got 5.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Here's Johnson. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
He gets it in there. 10 points for him.
Well, that's an excellent pass. On time, on target. Great teamwork.
Stolen by Jackson. They push it up 4 on 3. For 3, Booker. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. 8 points for Devin Booker.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rose up and drained the transition 3.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
Democracy, you wanna copy me. Life monopoly, go copy some land and some property. Rose, every day I'm ballin', so you know it's scoring. Moving so apart, my back is enormous. This is the last warning. Met that girl that night, ooh, do the morning. No girl, I'm sorry. Hang up, girl, I'm calling. No, you won't have me cause I'm all up on Mari. Cash out, make it rain, no game of time. Only boy in the party. I was on the phone. Yeah, I will play with Gotti. Come on, that's got some hearts all on my card.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Okafor. Julius Randle comes in for Miller. Drew Holiday's checked in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Ian Clark. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And Smitty, if you had to boil it down to a single play in your career, what was your biggest moment?
Kevin, I'm glad you asked that question. I can also get it out there to everybody in the basketball universe. Game 7, Western Conference Final. Shaq fouled me, and they did not call the foul. Shaq fouled me, Kevin. That play still haunts me. I'm still mad.
Really? After all these years?
Yes, and he still lets me know that he didn't foul me, but we got to run the tape. He fouled me.
Right. That free throw good from Holiday. The Suns making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. Both free throws good from Holiday.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Jackson kicks to Crawford. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And here's Booker from the arc. Denied once again, misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And that's called finishing a play. Physical defense. Holiday stays focused, eyes on the rim.
Pass to Jackson. Booker outside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And 11 points for Devin Booker.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
The fans are loving it right now. AD has been incredible tonight.
So it's Phoenix now. To the paint. It's stolen by Randall. Goes up. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Johnson kicks to Booker. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in. Booker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Johnson attacking. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. And so here is New Orleans. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
The Suns shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And Holmes throws it down.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Crawford against Williams. Here's Davis. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Mr. Dependable tonight, helping them grow this lead.
And Holmes throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Shot's good by Williams.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Johnson surveying the floor. Crawford, no one around him. No good from outside. And so Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Williams, here we go. It's good. Williams has got 8 points.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Here's Crawford. And too long on the shot. New Orleans dictating the flow. Teardrop shot. Here's Holiday. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's Phoenix's ball. Johnson kicks to Booker. Pelicans pull it in. Holiday's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
The Pelicans have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bridges comes in for Tyler Johnson. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Johnson's checked in.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
Can they get it? Pelicans with the rebound. 1:41 left now here in the second. It's Randall with the drive. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Serve and the defense there. He makes a terrific read.
Payton passes to Johnson. Here's Randall. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. 15 points for Julius Randle.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Booker against Payton. Here's Crawford. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Randall with the bucket.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Crawford kicks to Ayton. Back to Crawford. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Well, we know Stanley Johnson was a 4-time state champion in high school in California, 3 gold medals with the U.S. youth teams, Pac-12 Freshman of the Year. I mean, he did it all. A lot of winning in his background.
You know, he plays the game with ultra confidence. He's fearless. Doesn't care who you are. He's coming head on.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
The Pelicans call timeout.
I just wanna make it grown man cry.
Make some noise for T-shirt time.
I just wanna make it grown man cry. I just wanna let you know you're mine. I just wanna make it grown man cry. I just wanna make it grown man cry. I thought away. Because you started to remind me. It's no mistake that we both like space and David Attenborough and lemonade and anime. You walked in, I wanted you. I'd fallen, but I tried to keep. It's cliche, but I got to tell. 'Cause I just wanna make
Daniels, he's checked in for Devin Booker. .41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Okobo, beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Launches a 3. Unable to get that one. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's the teardrop. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Holiday attacking. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
Left side, Jackson. Over Randall. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New Orleans Pelicans. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball's moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. It's much easier than contesting shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Alfred. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He had 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. Kenny, your thoughts, how the Pelicans are playing?
Well, what I like with Anthony Davis, obviously, he's one of the most skilled bigs we've ever seen. But we're starting to see more power to his game. Just the ability to be physical when he needs to. So it always comes back to his health with him. Is he healthy? Then sky's the limit.
Shaq, what'd you think about Phoenix?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. You look at the field goal percentage against them, this tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
It just makes such a difference when the offense is running through him. He just keeps everyone involved.
In my opinion, it starts the way he reads the defenses. He knows exactly where and when to deliver the pass.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, down low, it's Randall and Davis. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt, and it's Williams at the 3, the small forward. And let's quickly check in on the season's top rookie rebounders so far. DeAndre Ayton is number 1.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint. Ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
And that one falls for Davis. No good on the second free throw. The Suns shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Booker the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Holiday. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And that's now 21 points for Drew Holiday.
Another nice play by Drew Holiday, staying aggressive, scoring the ball at will.
Jackson kicks to Oubre. Pass to Johnson. They double-team Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. No good from Booker. And so Payton will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Yes, that goes in. 19 points for Julius Randle.
And a high percentage look there, and he takes full advantage. Bumps up the lead.
Yeah, the lead now is double digits. Some tricky matchups out there. Not a lot of solutions.
And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Booker. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Booker against Holiday. Again, the Pelicans score.
A solid beginning to this second half offensively. 3 for 4 from the floor.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Ayton with it, picked up by Davis. To the inside, Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Here's Holiday, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got 25 points.
Firing on all cylinders here in the third. Only one miss in 5 attempts.
Johnson kicks to Ayton. Randall grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Inside, Booker finds Johnson. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists in the game.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
It's deflected. From deep. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Holiday gets the bucket. He's got 27.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Johnson kicks to Booker. Suns moving the ball around. Here's Jackson. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Pelicans have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. And stolen by Booker. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 4 this quarter.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
Ayton with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Phoenix. For New Orleans, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Elfrid Payton at the line for 2.
2 shots.
That's good from Payton. So for the Pelicans, Okafor is checked in for Anthony Davis. Miller comes in for Williams. And Moore subbed in for Drew Holiday. And both free throws good for Payton. The Suns have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Payton on the double team. Pass to Jackson. Off target from outside. The Pelican shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Moore. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
One more.
Payton's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. On the wing, Booker. Lots of room. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And Smitty for Tyler Johnson when he was at Fresno State. Legend has it he fractured 2 teeth diving for a loose ball in a drill. Picked him up and kept practicing.
They say his mom had a saying, Kevin, get a straw and suck it up. You see that toughness in his approach to the game.
Clark, he's checked in for New Orleans. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
moment here to see the numbers for Miller, breaking down his play since the All-Star break, averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
You need guys who understand their roles, carry them out without complaint. Everything he does is for the team.
The drive by Jackson. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Miller kicks to Okafor and stolen by Ayton. The pass to Johnson. Outside Jackson. Pass to Oubre. They get it again. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
For Phoenix, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
He has a score-first mindset. Each one plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find the open man.
One shot.
And that one falls for Clark. The Suns have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Ian Clark.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 on three-point shots here in the third. And there's a whistle. That goes on Ian Clark. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Inside, here's Johnson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Johnson's got 9.
The defense late to react. A beautiful play we just saw.
And here's more outside. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
The Suns shooting it really well, 54% from the floor. Good, and a nice assist from Booker. And that's now 24 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yep, it counts.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Johnson, the pass to Jackson. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
And here is Johnson. He's got 9. Outside Jackson to the paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And that one, good.
Yeah, you see the killer instinct. He's going for the death blow.
True story. They got a monster lead that's taking a life of its own.
Jackson, that's good.
And it's important that Jackson become consistent from deep. That definitely has the touch to make shots from there.
Randall with the bucket.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
That's his second personal foul.
Phoenix shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Jackson at the line for 2.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first.
And Jackson certainly has a lot of explosiveness. One of those guys who really wears his heart on his sleeve and brings that energy level every night.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And he's good on the second. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches, the general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Phoenix shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Here's Bridges. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
Here's Moore. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Daniels, no good.
The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Moore with the bucket.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Passes it to Holmes. Daniels with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Moore with the block. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way over Jackson. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Suns have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
Daniels at the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Daniels.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Moore with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here is Daniels, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Okobo. Phoenix, no good that time either.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Off the left rim and out. The Suns' shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Here's Bridges, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Clark, and Jackson with the block, and he's able to get it back. They recover it, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Drew Holiday is checked in for Ian Clark. Good on the second free throw. Outside Jackson. Pass to Bridges. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Okobo guarded by Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. Suns with the new shot clock. Here's Holmes. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Holmes got 18 points in the game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
He started off solid, had 2 threes at halftime, but blank from deep since.
Daniels. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Outside Holiday from beyond the arc and then some. Holiday's got 11 in the second half. 1:04 left to play in the third. Okobo. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Count that one. That's now 32 points for Drew Holiday.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Outside Jackson. Bridges kicks to Daniels. Out left to the wing. Holiday brings the double team from past the arc. Bridges misses. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th assist in this one. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the middle, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And when Jackson catches fire, watch out. A super confident guy who feels like he can get his shot anytime he wants.
Now Daniels. Now the pass to Holmes. Okafor with the steal. And then Okafor slams it in.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Drew Holiday has been on display for the New Orleans Pelicans. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Bender, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. And for New Orleans, Johnson is out there with Diallo. Then there's Jahlil Okafor. Then it's Holiday. And it's Bertans in at the shooting guard. Poked away. And New Orleans pushing it up now. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
I love the anticipation right there for the pick. Then he wastes no time getting up court.
Crawford looking over the floor. Over Johnson. That one a little long. Pass to Bertans. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's Daniels. Drops in the tray.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc.
It's deflected.
And shooters have to be more careful when Bender is nearby. He's so skilled at rejecting shots.
Spalding uses the glass to finish the layup.
Sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Here's Bertans. Second chance shot. And it's Okafor getting it to go. Okafor's got 10 points here in the second half.
I don't know what Coach told him at halftime, but he is shooting the lights out right now.
Kicks to Crawford. To the middle. Tries from 10. That one doesn't drop. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And it's Okafor off the drive. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns. Well, we know a lot of NBA players take how they've been rated in a video game, Steve, personally. You've made digital appearances during your career. Did you ever have any issues with the rating?
No, I didn't. And I think now these players, I grew up in this generation with video games, so yes, they take it personally. They understand, and they're playing these games while they're in the NBA. So a lot of them, just like when the media is all over them, they want to have a say-so on how good they are, even in a video game.
New Orleans making a switch here. Payton's checked in. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Passes it to Crawford. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
This is how it's been so far. He's missed every shot he's taken, and the team is suffering the consequences.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, second chance points. Gotta love the way they attack the offensive glass there, even with a huge lead.
That's how they've got to this point in the game. Lots of activity, fantastic focus.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. It's good.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Shot good by Diallo. Here's Melton.
Assist from Stanley Johnson.
When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem. A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Payton on the double team. To the paint, pulls up. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And you have to like the location of this pass. Gives it to him where he can do something with it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Kelly Oubre's checked in for Phoenix. New Orleans also making some changes. Darius Miller comes in for Okafor, and Ian Clark subbed in for Payton. The Pelican shooting has been sensational, 75% for the game. Here's Johnson. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Shots good by Miller.
The defense was clearly not on the same page. No one picked up the open man.
Phoenix has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now here's Oubre. Pass to Melton. Miller with the double team. Spalding got a piece of it. On the wing, Johnson. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Miller's got 4 assists now tonight. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Crawford outside. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Oubre can't get it to go. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
That's his third personal foul.
And the call will be against Darius Miller. That is his first foul of the game. NBA awards are voted on by broadcasters and writers around the NBA. Do you think that's the best way, Steve, to pick an MVP?
Well, I really think in some kind of way you got to have players more involved, being able to come out and be able to pick the MVP because these are the players that are going up against these guys. I also would love to see where we have more of the defensive player of the year during the offseason, the rookie of the year in the offseason, obviously giving out more of those awards for the playoffs as well.
And you got to, of course, beware of it becoming a popularity contest, too.
Yes, totally.
I tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
And to do it in the fourth quarter, you're trying to extend the lead. He's making that happen.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Offensive rebound. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Suns ball.
And Phoenix has possession. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now the pass to Melton. Clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Look at that jam.
Nice.
I mean, just beautiful.
I totally agree.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Yep, that one goes in there. Oubre's got 6 in the quarter.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
And the Suns making a change here. Holmes checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. Davis is checked in for Jacques Diallo. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Phoenix Suns.
When trying to guard AD, I'll tell you, the combination of size and quickness is brutal. Hard not to foul him.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Steve, do you think the NBA is heading to a place where ideal lineups will have 5 capable playmakers on the floor, like a more of a positionless game?
Yeah, I think so, Kevin. I think right now teams are trying to find a guy that's 6'7", 6'8", that defensively can play, guys that are larger, and then on offensive end, somewhat a la Draymond Green, can run point guard for you. So I think right now that's the size and skill set people are looking forward to.
Wait a minute, you just described yourself.
The only difference was we had guys that were 7'2", 7'3", 350, so I had to play the guard position.
The Suns shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Right wing. To the middle. Spalding doesn't get it to drop for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Johnson. Another shot. And Miller with the lay-in.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
The Suns shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Spalding. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. The Pelican shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. Here's Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 37.
We will see this for years from Anthony Davis. The ability to make shots in the face of strong defense.
And Holmes throws it down.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And it's Davis with the jam.
Great eye contact. Guys working in tandem in the paint.
Here's Melton. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Down low, here's Holmes, and the layup is good. Holmes got 10 points here in the second half.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Shots good by Miller. Spalding. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Shot from the wing. Here's Davis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
It's not just the size of AD, it's the quickness. Allows him to beat defenders in traffic, forcing fouls.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also gives those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Miller dishes to Johnson. Tries a 3. The shot off that time. The Suns go the other way with it. To the inside. Holmes passes to Oubre and finished off by Oubre.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pelicans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Davis.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
Bender, he's checked in for the Suns. There's 47 seconds left in the game. To the middle. And Holmes throws it down.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
Bertans inside the line. Here's Davis, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Anthony Davis.
Davis has got 46 points.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're ahead. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
You know, I'm not sure why you call a timeout this late. I mean, the game is more or less over.
I'm not questioning that either, but he clearly hasn't given up on this one quite yet.
They don't got nothing on me, call it cop. I hit that run like a hammer, boy, run it back. Look at that boy, hit that, run it back. Shout out to Salsa, so shot my ghost. I got addicted to salsa tacos. Got out to ramen noodles. Now I see how I'm gonna make a stamina. I used to be holding the camera. Hated the glass, now you wonder what. Fast spraying to me like my handle container. We like Wu-Tang, but I feel like Santana. She's like just like she Hannah Montana. I was clean, Tony Montano. Made it my wife she can't kick it, she's so mellow. Confused. Bad, no name, brand say brainless. Flash it.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
They'd lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cans it from downtown.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Pass to Holmes. He kicks it to Bender. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Johnson against Crawford. Fires the three, but they get it back.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long.